Blake, where are you?
What, Jeannie? I don't see you. Where are...
I poked my eye out.
Hi.
Okay, well, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take our masks off and see who we are.
Jeannie!
That's a scary mask.
That is a scary mask. And it's a dangerous...
It's dangerous.
A dangerous mask. I need to put my glasses on, though. Oh.
Right.
Wow.
So it's Tuesday.
Yeah.
T-You-sday. We didn't have very much communication with U.S.A today, but
U.S.A.
we've got some. Kate K, shout out to Kate K, who commented on last week's Monday Midrash.
Yeah.
She can relate to the angel who's stirring the water
stirring
in the pool.
angel.
Yep, because she's doing her part, and at what point is the responsibility of healing in the hands of those who need the healing? Super good point.
About participating. When Jesus says, do you want?
Mm-hmm. Do you
yes,
want
I do.
Yeah.
And then you have to kind of do something.
That's right.
Got to go with it, too.
Actually, that preaches to me, Kate. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Kate. Bring that one right home.
and then PJ says, in response to the Wheel of Theology, where we got grace, she said, "You do know Lutherans do it with grace." Yeah. In reference to Martin Luther unpacking that whole understanding of salvation by grace alone. Yay.
Yeah,
Justification
we
by
thank you, cousins,
yes.
who are called Lutherans. Presbyterians.
And then to our dear friend,
done grace too.
Robbie Burrito, who in response to Lucy the Elephant wrote, "We are dead." No! Maybe he thought Lucy was going to sit on us.
Step on us.
Sit on us, something like that.
Jump on us.
Maybe. So there
Robbie,
you go.
You're something else.
But we started with masks today, so I have a feeling we're going to be talking
masks.
about that. Tell us about masks.
Well, why do you wear a mask? Sometimes you wear a mask to have fun, and
just so people don't know who you are.
And sometimes you wear.
Can we color?
Invisible masks. So we have some masks. We're gonna do a little craft project with our masks. We got some masks on a stick.
Masks on a stick.
And so, we were talking. I remember a retreat one time out in the middle of Texas. A beautiful, beautiful place called Mo Ranch.
Mo Ranch.
And we did this whole week on the masks that we wear during our lifetime. And throughout the week, we made these really beautiful masks of our face. You know,
plaster?
Yeah, thank you. That was a hard word for me this morning. I guess I need more coffee. And we made plaster molds of our faces. And towards the end of the week, we kept talking about all these masks that we put on and move through life with.
Sometimes it's for safety.
Yeah, you put a mask on to kind of do a protection around you. You walk into a group of people, and you don't want to become too vulnerable.
Right.
So there are all these masks that we wear.
Right.
And the masks get in our way sometimes of living life.
Agreed.
So, God,
these are hard.
They're the hardest. Gosh.
It took me a while too.
So have you worn a mask before? I mean, a symbolic...
A symbolic mask?
Mask of protection or hiding?
I don't know, I guess. I'm trying to think of the times I've actually worn masks. I've never really liked masks because they get all sweaty.
Yeah.
and sometimes they smell like rubbery or plasticky, and that's kind of weird. And then one time I did have a mask. I was being Casper the Friendly Ghost.
I was just fixing to say the last Halloween mask of my childhood.
You were Casper?
I was Casper.
Dude, I was going to be Casper in kindergarten, and I put the mask on, and I put the costume on, and I put the mask on, and I looked in the mirror, and I got so scared. And it was me, and it was Casper the friendly ghost.
I know, it's
but
like...
I was so scared. I was really scared, and I couldn't even accept the fact that it was me. Like, I actually had to wear a different costume that year, because I couldn't put the costume back on. And my mom wasn't mad at me or anything. She was kind of thought it was sort of cute, but still.
Well, those masks were really, really thin pieces of plastic.
Yeah, they came in a box, and they were on.
Oh my gosh! And they kind of smelled, and your face would just sweat. But you were so committed to being who you were.
The costume was like a one-piece jumper that just tied in the back, and it was made of a weird fabric that didn't exist in anything else. It was like it wasn't quite plastic, and it wasn't quite paper, and it wasn't quite fabric.
Right.
An indescribable, only worn at Halloween. Yeah.
And so there's some good memories with those kind of masks. There are other masks that I've worn in life because I was afraid.
Yeah, I think it's fear. I think it's protection that you wear a mask. Or you wear a mask so that you look like everybody else and be like everyone else, so that they don't single you out. And
exactly.
Like, you're going down.
One of the masks I wore when I was younger, my hair was almost rust color, a lighter rust color.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
Yeah. And so my skin's kind of has rusty freckles on it.
Yeah.
So then I would wear rust color shirts, and you just kind of fade in the background.
Wow.
So my mask in growing up was fading in the background.
Wow, especially if you lived in the desert.
Yeah.
With the hills and stuff all rust.
Well, I didn't live in the desert. I lived in
a green place, so I would have to be all like...
Yeah. Well, I just didn't want to be...
Yeah.
I realized that's how I dressed a lot.
How you dressed, was so that you
not everything. There were moments where I did stick out.
I probably did the opposite. I probably drew attention to myself as a way of protecting myself, if that makes any sense.
Well,
like if you draw attention to yourself as being the sort of kid that's different, then there's no expectations of you. They don't know what to make of you.
Right.
So there's no expectations.
I tried really hard not to be different.
Right.
But when I got into safe places like church youth group, that became a safe place for me, and band.
Oh, right. Okay.
And when I was in those safe places, I was goofy, wonderful, bright, did wild, kooky things.
But when you weren't,
I would fade.
Right.
So,
well, we're going to continue coloring in our new masks that we can take on and off at will, not for any reason other than just pure joy. And think about the masks that you've maybe worn today and why you've worn them.
Right.
Because it's worth thinking about.
And sometimes it's worth taking the risk of taking it off and not letting that be in between and figuring out who you genuinely are in that moment. That's what we try to do here, is to be genuinely who we are.
We do.
And we hope you do too. And we hope you remember that you're loved. And we hope you come back.